Libra, this is your energy check-in love reading. We're tuning into the person on your mind or your current situation and the energy unfolding for you right now. Let's see what wants to come through. Clear messages, advice, and guidance for my Libras, please. All right, your energy, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, okay. Your person, the Sun, Leo energy. They're viewing you as the Two of Swords, okay. What you're not seeing is the Ace of Cups, all right, Libra. And we see the Fool energy in reverse, Aries energy. All right, so what I'm actually hearing with the Fool in reverse is not to rush to any conclusions or make assumptions here just yet. If you hear any background noise, I have a cat that is wanting to, or is choosing chaos this morning. All right, and we have the High Priestess, Cancer, Pisces energy. Some of my Libras, what I'm seeing here is that you might be admiring this person from afar. You might be crushing on this person, but it does look like you're holding back, and they're feeling that, okay? They know that you're holding back. But I kind of feel like the Fool card is like, don't rush to any conclusions or make any assumptions just yet, Libra, because I feel like this person actually has a lot of love for you or is seeing potential for a love connection. With the High Priestess here, this tells me you might be dreaming about this person. You haven't been granting a whole lot of access to yourself, to you, right? Like you haven't, let me say that so it makes sense. You haven't been granting people a lot of access to you. And you may feel like, for whatever reason, you may be feeling like, okay, I'll act on this, but later when I have more information or when I'm feeling better or when I've, fill in the blanks, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles in reverse for me is a yes, but it's a yes, but not right now type energy. It can also be you thinking, oh my gosh, I've missed my opportunity here. I should have said something earlier. I should have expressed how I was feeling. You may feel like this person in some way, shape, or form has missed an opportunity with you, and that's why you've either gone quiet or just removed access there with the High Priestess card. All right, so let's get into this a little bit deeper. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so you felt like, or you feel like there's something that might be a little bit off balance here. Now, you might be breadcrumbing this person, Libra, right? Whether it's intentional or maybe you've kind of shown them that you like them, but then something spooked you a little bit or made you feel a little bit less than confident. But you may also be worried that this person is juggling, dealing with other options, or they weren't pulling their weight, or they weren't meeting you in the energy that, you wanted them to. You're viewing them as the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is why this makes a lot of sense. A lot of my Libras, Aries, Leo, Sag energy here, Leo in particular. Well, we also have Aries here. But in particular, the Queen of Wands in reverse is you might feel like this person is promiscuous or this person is all about the physical. Maybe they focus just too much on the physical and you're like, I don't know, maybe I need something deeper. Or maybe you've heard some rumors here that this person is a bit of a player or dealing with other options. All right, let's see how you're viewing the connection. All right, the Queen of Swords. So you're viewing the connection. You're taking your emotions out of it. I feel like something here, I don't know if something felt off or you heard something or you just started to think maybe this isn't going to be a deeper connection. Maybe this was just a fling. This person has all these other people around them. They're dealing with other options. So the Queen of Swords is you watching, waiting, being discerning, and kind of taking your emotions out of it. It is very in alignment with Libran energy, though. So there is something about this connection that you do see as in alignment with you, but there's something about that Queen of Wands in reverse. I don't know if you think they're impulsive, reactionary, hot-tempered, promiscuous, whatever it might be, that you're taking a look at before you dive further into this. Your person, the Nine of Wands in reverse, they really do want to talk. but they might be feeling a little bit exhausted here. They might be burning the candle at both ends. Now that can be with dating, that can be with work, that can be like a combination of work and life, scattering their energy. And if you did feel a little breadcrumbed, I could see why, because this person does seem like they're quite busy, but they do want to manifest this. They do want to talk. All right. And, if you're a Virgo Libra cusp, or you have Virgo in your chart, or if you just feel called to listen to the Virgo reading, there was something there about, the person they're dealing with coming off as different or more superficial than they really were, and it actually being a really good match. So there's like a similar energy of like, not necessarily misjudging, but, seeing that this person is actually different than maybe you're assuming here. We see perseverance. So you've gotten through survival mode. Now it's time to live and blossom into more. The worst is behind you, Libra. Okay, so I feel like, yeah, you've been through a lot, and it's time to live and blossom into more. The worst is behind you. So I feel like you've been through it, and this is why you're discerning. This is maybe why you've pulled back to get more information. You're not getting too emotionally invested too quickly here. All right, and beautiful things take time to grow. There's no need to rush. Allow yourself to grow at your own pace, Libra. Beautiful. Yeah, so you don't need to rush this. The right person is not going to pass you by. All right. And we see, walk in stillness. There's no choice to make right now. Just be still. You don't always need to join in or jump into action. So there's no need to rush here, Libra. I'm really getting this strong message of go at your own pace. And what you allow will continue. Your boundaries are currently being challenged, so you may learn the art of saying no and remember your power. That may be the case. I don't think this person is challenging your boundaries, though. For a lot of you, I think this is somebody new. But again, if you find yourself feeling a little bit stuck or wanting more information, it may be time for you to move forward. Yeah, look at this, Libra. This is the vibe I'm getting from this reading. Some situations are more than meets the eye. While it may appear like an ordinary event, it could be magic unfolding. Don't judge a book by its cover. Yeah, and again, it's closely linked to the Virgo reading, so you may or may not want to check that out. And also, if a particular reading, Libra, is not resonating with you, don't be shy. Check out your other signs, your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. I also like to check my North Node when I'm dealing with a soulmate connection. All right, so with the Sun, we have Leo energy, which they may or may not have in their chart. I feel they have a bright, sunny personality. This is somebody who is out there, right? Like they put themselves out there. They get a lot of attention. They're playful. They're passionate. They're resilient. This is somebody who loves hard. They love deep. It feels like they do get a lot of attention, or they've been through like a glow up. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles in reverse, but there is third party around them. So it could be gossip. It could be that you work with this person. It could be other people after their attention or other people they're dealing with. And we see the 7 of Swords in reverse. That has been revealed. But for some of you, what's going on here, Libra, is this person is moving on from that or wants to move on from gossip. They want to clear things up. Or they want to move on from some sort of third party. Maybe someone they were dealing with or they were dealing with loosely. I feel like because you are the one that they want, the Ace of Cups. They want to see where this goes with you, Libra. All right, and we see the 4 of Cups energy in reverse. Yeah, so this person may be planning to surprise you with a love offer, an apology, some sort of emotional explanation. But I also think this person is really emotionally available to you, Libra. And you are holding back, and that might be sort of amplifying that. Like they want to open up to you, they want to talk, they can see that you're holding back, or that you're not, maybe not as confident here about coming towards them. If you were dealing with this person, or you were dating them loosely, or you were flirting with them, whatever it might be, they feel this shift, okay? And the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, they see you as very sweet. They see the beginning of intimacy here. They don't want to miss this opportunity with you. The 8 of Wands, holy smokes, Libra. This person has a lot of focused intention on you. These were originally the Wands of love. They want to move this connection forward. They don't want you to hold back any longer. They don't want this connection to be thwarted, is what I'm hearing. That's a really weird word to come out. And I also feel like, too, this person really wants to communicate. They want to know what you're thinking and what you're feeling. They see you also, Libra, as somebody who can handle a lot and make it look easy. All right, and the Wheel of Fortune, Destiny, Sagittarius energy, but also the fixed signs, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius for me. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's like this person sees you as the best of the best. They see you as destined, you know, as a destined partner. And we're also seeing them in the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They've made their decision here that they want to invest in you. And it looks like they're choosing you, maybe between you and somebody else, or they're choosing you above all. Okay, so, you know, not for all of you are there romantic rivals, but for some of you there are. Okay, so let's see what my Libras need to know about this person. What do my Libras need to know about this person? Okay, we see guide energy, so represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Okay, so this person, you know, this may be a spiritual person. This is somebody people look up to. They see them as wise. This is somebody who's not superficial. Okay. And we see child wounded. All right, so awakens compassion and desire to serve other wounded children. Opens the learning path of forgiveness. So some of you, this person wants your forgiveness, but for others of you, I just see like this is somebody that people really come to for advice, for guidance. They're compassionate. They help others. The wounded child could also be like this person. I feel like this is somebody that really doesn't like to make other people, you know, doesn't like to hurt other people. Like they're a good person. They take care of other people. All right, they may want to take care of you, you know, like emotionally is what I mean, right? And let's see how they're viewing you. How are they viewing my Libras? Trickster energy, but this is a good thing. It's coming out as the light attribute, so transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Okay, beautiful. So they see that you're different. You're not afraid to, you know, march to the beat of your own drum. You're not like all the rest. You're not stuffy. You're not predictable. They love that about you. You really stand out. And Libra, they see you as the companion archetype, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Beautiful. So they are seeing you as like the perfect partner, and you really stand out above all the rest. Okay, so do not doubt that. The Ace of Cups tells me that there's potential for love. You've awakened something in this person's heart chakra here, Libra. Okay, they want a new beginning with you. Ten of Swords. Some of you, they want to heal things, or they want a redo. For others of you, they're coming in with clarity and truth, possibly about what they've been through, some hurts or some disappointments. They've been in their head, Virgo energy. I knew there was something about that Virgo reading. But they've been in their head about this connection. They've gone within. They may also just be clarifying to you that, you know, they went through a painful breakup and they wanted to be single for a while. Like they weren't looking for a relationship, but there's something about you, Libra, that's shifting that. Okay, so they may have been in kind of like player type mode, or just, you know, I'm not going to get emotionally invested here in anything. But there's something very different about you. They've been doing a lot of introspection, and they're ready for this new beginning, for something solid, stable, and secure. Now, Spirit's saying don't rush into anything. Also, don't rush to any conclusions or assumptions, because I do think this person is going to surprise you. All right. And we have the Strength card, Leo energy. So they might be a Leo. So that might be confirmation of this person kind of, you know, impulsively coming towards you. But with the Strength card, it's like hold back, build up your strength and courage. Just know that you're in a place of power here, Libra. We see the Five of Wands. There have been conflict. There's been other energies here that have been affecting this connection. But I think this is a connection where you're going to end up in union. Okay, so if you're worried about competition, Libra, there really isn't any. Now, do I think there have been people and things that have been scattering this person's energy or trying to come between you? Yes. But I think they're going to talk to you about that. And I see you and this person in union, protecting each other. And we've got the Empress energy. This person knows an Empress or an Emperor when they see it, and that's how they're viewing you. But they're showing up as super high vibrational, Libra. What a beautiful reading. The Empress, they could be another Libra, or they could be a Taurus, but really a beautiful reading here, because this is somebody who knows their worth and their value, and they know worth and value when they see it. And they see that in you, Libra, okay? So what a beautiful, I see like a fairy tale happy ending here with this situation, to be honest, okay? But it hasn't been without its trials and tribulations, or its difficulties, or its bumps in the road, or, you know, competing energies or conflict, right? So let's see what else we need to know. Take off, okay? And we see wish granted. Yeah, I think this person, I think this relationship is going to take off. I think that's their wish. And we see female running. I think this person's coming running towards you. That's what I'm getting. I just think they don't want to miss this opportunity with you. There may be a past hurt that they want to talk to you about. So again, if they were like, you know, if they were open to you about like other options or whatever when you first met this person, it's like, I think they were reacting to possibly having been single for a while, or like wanting to be single as they recover from whatever that 10 of Swords is. But this person is going to basically do what it takes, Libra, to make sure that this connection works out with you. Because like I said, they recognize an emperor or an empress when they see one. And it's not something they're going to let just go by the wayside, or get, you know, get destroyed by gossip or some lesser options, right? So we see this person has integrity. They're motivated to come towards you. And we see lost spouse. Yeah, because you would be the one that got away, Libra, if, you know, if they let you walk away here. All right, let's see what else we need to know. They don't want you to be the one that got away. Libra. All right, this is a beautiful reading. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Now, I think that's the big question mark. I think that's why you've been holding back. That's what you've been watching and waiting to see. This relationship can stand the test of time. All right, financial challenges are affecting this connection. Some of you work with this person, okay? And, you know, with that 3 of Pentacles in reverse, so that could be an issue. Or, you know, someone here may not have been feeling good enough. And Spirit saying, be patient, my lovely Libras. Everything will unfold in divine timing. We also get another confirmation of marriage and stability here with this person. So Libra, what, you know, this feels like the one, right? And this is a really powerful connection. All right, let's see. What does this person want to say to my Libras? I need security. So maybe they're working on financial security, or they needed to know that there was emotional security here. I wish I could share my good news with you. Okay, some of you, they've gotten a raise or a promotion, or they just paid off a lot of debt. And I'm starting to understand our connection. Again, divine counterpart energy, twin flame or soulmate energy there. All right, is there anything they would like to say to Libra that they might not be able to articulate here? Is there anything they would like to say to Libra that they may not be able to articulate here? I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. So there are moments of insecurity. I can't handle your words right now, so they might be worried or ashamed about whatever this third party energy is. And I don't really feel like this is someone who cheated on you. I just kind of feel like this is somebody who was maybe like single, acting single. Maybe there were rumors. Maybe they have regrets about, you know, somebody hooking up with somebody or something like that. And is it possible to forgive and forget? So for some of you, there is regret and there is remorse, but not for all of you. For others of you, it just might be about their past, or, you know, them being, you know, what they did when they were single. Because I'm not getting this being a person who betrayed you. All right, let's see. What are their very next actions towards my Libras in the next 4 or 5 days or so? All right, yeah, coming towards you, generous, grounded, waiting for the right time, coming clean, clearing up rumors, coming towards you, Chariot card, Queen of Wands, passionate, attracted. I think you're going to have a steamy romance here, but it's much more than that. It's not just a steamy romance here, Libra. This is the real deal. All right, so let's see what else we need to know. What else do we need to know? Final advice and guidance for my Libras. Stay with what's certain. Anchor yourself in what you know to be true. All right, stay in self-respect. Act in ways you won't need to justify to yourself later. Okay, so don't, like, if there's gossip or, you know, don't involve yourself in any of that. You're gonna get what you want. Allow yourself to receive. You're gonna get what you want here. You don't need to earn basic care. Okay. And honor your energy and protect your time. Be careful whom, you know, you're talking to about with this. Not, I don't feel necessarily with this person, but like I said, I feel like there's gossip. I feel like you could have frenemies or coworkers around or something like that. Just, you know, stay in your lane. Keep this close to your chest, Libra. And clarity comes from expression. So you are going to be getting clarity here, Libra. Okay? So what a beautiful reading. I'm going to leave it here, sending you love and light. Take care.